Namaste, good morning to you all. It's me Chetan Sherpa, and I will welcome to you all. It's Saturday Sunya Talk. Now we are here at Sunyati International Foundation, where we translate and discuss regarding the Pali Tipitaka, and which is uttered by Buddha himself. So, for that purpose, here with me is Dr. Rajesh Savera, who is the director of this foundation. So I welcome. I want to say welcome, Doctor. So and before now, Dr. Lim is not joining. Right?
Yeah, he will join if
Okay,
I left a message.
Okay,
So we can start.
Okay. Sir.
Let's start with the
Okay.
practice first.
So yeah, let's do 9 to 0 meditation. So. So today here we are going to read the SANYUTTA NIKAAYA 22.22. So it's a part of Bharavagga of the Mula Pannasakka. It comes under the Khanda Sanyukta of the Khanda Vagga Sanyukta of the SANYUTTA NIKAAYA. So SANYUTTA NIKAAYA 22.22. The burden. It's Savatthi bhikkhus. I will teach you the burden, the bearer of the burden, the taking up of the burden, and the putting down of the burden. Listen to this. And what bhikkhus is the burden? It should be said, the 5 khanda aggregates subject to clinging. Which 5? The Rupa Khanda, form aggregates, subject to clinging. The Vedana Khanda, feeling aggregates, subject to clinging. The Sanya Khanda, perception aggregates, subject to clinging. The Sankhara Khanda, mental action aggregate, subject to clinging. And the Vijnana Khanda, consciousness aggregate, subject to clinging. This bhikkhus is called the burden, and who bhikkhus is the bearer of the burden. It should be said, the person, this ayasma, one of such a name and such a claim. This bhikkhus is called the bearer of the burden, and what bhikkhus is the taking of the burden. It is that tanha, craving, which leads to renewed existence, accompanied by delight and raga, lust, seeking delight here and there, that is tanha, craving for kama, sensual pleasure, craving for existence, and craving for non-existence. This bhikkhus is called the taking of the burden. And what bhikkhus is the putting down of the burden. It is the complete fading away and nirodha, cessation of the very tanha craving, the giving of and relinquishing of it, freedom from it and non-attachment. This bhikkhus is called the putting down of the burden. This is what the Bhagavad said. Having said this, the Sugata, the Satha, the teacher, further said, the 5 khanda aggregates are truly burdens. The person is the bearer of the burden. Taking up the burden is dukkha, suffering in the loka world. Putting down the burden is sukha, pleasant. Having laid down the heavy burden and not taking up another burden, having uprooted tanha, craving, with its root, one is hungerless and fully extinguished. So this was the first one, Doctor.
Yeah, so you see, Setan, here the discussion is all about the Panchaskanda, the 5 aggregates, okay? And if you look at it, attachment to these 5 aggregates is the reason for all the dukkha, okay? And releasing yourself from that is sukha. So here very beautifully it is saying that when you carry this burden, when you take up the burden, you have already you're beginning dukkha.
Yes.
And when you are actually putting down the burden, you're actually in sukha.
Yes.
So you look at craving, we always want something, and that wanting is where dukkha is already getting to be born.
Yes.
When we fulfill it,
Yes.
then we feel, oh, now we are satisfied, sukha has come. Then with sukha, again the craving comes of having it. Okay, so here it is very nicely said that
Yes.
tanha for kama,
Yes.
so sensual desires,
Yes.
making sure that your senses get what they want is where the desire is born.
Yes.
Then you want it to exist, so you crave for it. And when you get it, you don't want it.
Yes.
So you see, everybody, let's say a person who is drinking alcohol,
Yes.
first he is going to crave for it, right?
Yes.
For the desire comes it, then he is taking it, so he wants it.
Yes.
Then he reaches a point where he doesn't want it. He says, no.
Yeah.
Then after some time, again the desire is going to come, then he wants it.
Yes.
Then again. So this cycle never ends.
Yeah.
And these Panchaskandas are the exact source for all the dukkha. And if people understand this, that the whole thing is about the burden. The
Yeah.
burden is basically what you carry. But if you realize that what you're carrying is all conditional, and if I want to finish that conditioning, I'll have to do my duty. I'll have to actually finish it off and never create another craving for it to come back again.
Yes.
And so exhausting this is the key. And if you look at it, here Buddha is very clearly saying that this burden is born from the Panchaskanda,
Yes.
and from these Panchaskandas only you have that release that you can actually get out from. Right? So here, who is Bhikkhu is the bearer of the Panchaskanda.
Yes.
Who is the bearer of this burden?
Yes.
So it should be said that the person, this Ayasma, one of such name and such clan. In those days, like people had a name and they belonged to a clan. That itself was a burden.
Yes.
I am XYZ from the Kshatriya clan. So I have a burden. Now what is my burden? My burden is I have to take care, I have to protect the country, I have to do this. It comes along with it. So my rupa will be like, I'll have to dress like that.
Yes.
My feelings will be like that. My thinking will be like that. My action will be like that. And my name and myself will be known like that. So all this is born because I am of this name and I am this clan and I am the bearer of that burden.
Yes.
But when you finish your duty and everything is over, the name and the clan is also over, then there is nothing left more to come back again.
Yeah.
Understood? So here it is very, very much linked to who we are and what our responsibilities are. And so we are a conditional being. Based on conditional conditions, we have to act.
Yes.
We will be always put into action. That action, dukkha, is nothing but Panchaskandas actually manifesting. And sukha is when the manifestation is fulfilled. You understand? So you do not get attached to sukha nor dukkha. Both ways, you just exhaust yourself and don't create new, cravings for things to take birth again.
Yes.
Because once birth is done, death is going to follow. Right?
So being addicted with like alcohol or something like that, no?
Yeah,
If you are like,
in a way,
yeah,
I just
yeah,
give you a very extreme example.
Yeah.
People are addicted to themselves also. Like you can be addicted to your looks also.
Looks,
That's
yeah,
rupa
yeah,
addiction.
yeah, yeah.
You could be addicted to feeling also.
Yeah.
That's bhakti addiction. You are into something
Yeah.
You like this thing.
Yeah.
For music, you like the music so much.
Yeah.
Feeling.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are addicted to thinking also. The scholarly kinds.
Yeah.
The people are addicted to action also. They just do something like that.
Yes.
So you look at it, being attached or addicted or craving again and again for that panchaskanda is where the dukha lies.
Yes. And if we could not overcome those things, then we can't achieve our that main goal, like enlighten and those things, na?
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah.
what is enlightenment for you? Enlightenment for you is to get out of dukkha, right?
Yeah.
And dukkha is nothing but panchaskanda.
Yes.
But if panchaskanda is something that I do not get attached to,
Yeah.
then I'm already
Yeah.
enlightened. I'm already in nirvana. And that's exactly what the Heart Sutra says.
Yes.
Heart Sutra says that these panchaskanda, basically what Avalokiteshvara was trying to tell Shariputra was that these panchaskanda are empty in nature.
Yes.
So don't get attached to them.
Yes.
Okay, there is no roop, no vedna, no sadhya, no sanskar, no vigyan.
Yeah.
Okay, he's saying that do not get attached to them. There is nothing fixed out there.
Yeah.
And if by being not attached to it, the bodhisattva is free.
Yeah.
And because he's free, he's able to do his duties. He's without any worry, without any stress,
Yeah.
and becomes fearless and performs his duties.
Yeah.
All the Buddhas of the three worlds know this. They live by this principle
Yeah.
of the Heart Sutra of non-attachment, and hence they are always in that state of Buddhahood, bliss, peace. And so it ends with that verse saying that let us all, not only me but everybody along with me, go across to that shore where there is peace and prosperity.
Okay, doctor.
Yeah.
So we must be destroy this thing. It's like an
No,
obstacle.
don't destroy.
Yeah.
Don't destroy.
Destroy or what? Yeah.
Exhaust. What? See, there are three things. If you look at it, he's saying that what bhikkhus is putting down the burden. It is the complete fading away, the cessation of the very tanha, craving, the giving up and relinquishing of it. So what have you do? One, you have to fade. It has begun. So let it exhaust. Okay.
Yes.
Then you have to stop it so that it doesn't manifest again.
Yeah.
So no new desire come. Okay. Giving up and relinquishing of it. So give it up. Don't again try to want it and again and again.
Yeah.
See, if a person who is alcoholic, he gives away alcohol, never ever wants alcohol again. Will you call him an alcoholic again? You will not call him an alcoholic. He's free from alcoholism. He's free from that title called alcoholic. He's free from that addiction.
Yes.
And now he's in nirvana. So freedom from it. Okay. And non-attachment. Now, whatever it is, wherever he goes, if 10 people are drinking, he doesn't drink. He goes through the bars, crosses them, but does not drink. He might even be a bartender serving alcohol, but he doesn't drink. He's non-attached. Okay. This bhikkhus is called putting down the burden. That's where he has laid down the burden. He has become free.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes. Okay. So now we are going to read SANYUTTA NIKAAYA 22.23, Completing Understanding. It's Savatthi, bhikkhus, I will teach you the things to be fully understood and full understanding. Listen to this. And what, bhikkhus, are the things to be fully understood? Rupa, form, bhikkhus, is a thing to be fully understood. Vedana, feeling, is a thing to be fully understood. Sanya, perception, is a thing to be fully understood. Sankhara, mental action, are things to be fully understood. Sanya, perception, is a thing to be fully understood. These bhikkhus are called the things to be fully understood. And what, bhikkhus, is full understanding? It is the destruction of raga, lust, the destruction of dosha, hatred, and the destruction of moha, delusion. This bhikkhus is called full understanding. So this was the second one, sir.
Yeah, I think the last one, that Saudhya part, is basically Vigyan.
Yes.
Okay, consciousness is
Yes.
thing. So, Roop, Vedna, Saudhya, Sanskar, and Vigyan.
Vigyan.
So that's saying that it's come double times. Okay, anyways. So what here is he's telling about one has to understand these Panchaskandas fully,
Yeah.
not partially.
Yes.
Okay, you need to fully understand it. And what is the full understanding is that destruction of raga, lust,
Yes.
destruction of dosa, the hatred, and destruction of moha, the
Yes.
delusion. These bhikshus is called full understanding. So here it is defined that when you are free from the raga, dvesha, and moha, your lust, hatred, and delusion towards all these 5 panchaskandas,
Yes.
then you are called as you have fully understood.
Yes. Yes.
So now when you look at something and maybe you look at something and you think it's so beautiful. Now you have to look at with the point of view of these 3. Okay, how do you will see Rupa? Rupa will say raga. Is it that because I like it? Is it lust that is driving my vision towards it? And because of me liking it, is because I have a lust in me? Maybe I have a conditioning of the past. Maybe I have seen something like that. That is why I like this. So you will see that that. Is it born, that connection, that skanda that is being generated of Rupa, is it born from lust? Is it born because I hate it? You understood? Is it because I hate this person? Or is it born because of delusion? I don't know. It's just that temptation, that craving within me that I want it. You understood? So one who understands this, understands the Panchaskanda completely for Rupa, feelings,
Feelings.
okay, thinking. Even thinking needs to be seen like that. Is my thinking basically born because of things I like? Is it born because of things I dislike? Is it born because I'm completely ignorant about it? It's just conditional things because it happened to me. That is why I like it or dislike it or this. You understand?
Yes.
I don't know why. So when you know it's because of delusion, then also you know that you know the Panchaskanda in full. Okay. Then same is with action. Is this action because I like doing it? Is this action because I don't like doing it? Is this action because I'm not even aware it is happening? I'm just doing it. Okay. Then your consciousness, that I. Is that I feeding me myself and I like it? Is this I putting me down and I'm low motivated and feel so low because I hate myself? Or is it because I don't know myself at all? I'm become a completely ignorant guy in delusion state. So when you look at it, these 3 things become the tools of your knowing the Panchaskanda fully.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Yes. So can I proceed, sir?
Yeah.
So now, SANYUTTA NIKAAYA 22.24, directly knowing, Abhijana Sutta. It's Savatthi, because without directly knowing and fully understanding Rupa form, without dissipation toward it and abandoning it, one is incapable of destroying dukkha, suffering. Without directly knowing and fully understanding Vedana, feeling, Sanya, perception, Sankhara, mental action, Vijnana, consciousness, without dissipation toward it and abandoning it, one is incapable of destroying dukkha, suffering. But because by directly knowing and fully understanding Rupa form, by developing dissipation toward it and abandoning it, one is capable of destroying dukkha, suffering. By directly knowing and fully understanding Vedana, feeling, Sanya, perception, Sankhara, mental action, Vijnana, consciousness, by developing dissipation toward it and abandoning it, one is capable of destroying dukkha, suffering. So this was the third one, sir.
Yeah. So here again it's trying to tell us how is one capable of destroying dukkha, because dukkha is born because of the attachment to Panchaskanda.
Yes.
Okay. So here it is saying that by directly knowing it, so you have to personally experience your own Panchaskanda. Okay, your own being.
Yes.
Okay, and then fully understand it with the basis of the 3 things, the rag, dvesh and moh.
Yes.
Okay, without dispassion towards it. Okay, without craving for it, without hatred for it. You don't need to abandon it also. Okay, and one is capable of destroying dukkha. One has to live by it. Now, when I'm saying one has to exhaust it, means you don't crave for it again. What happened. You see, it's like when I'm doing something, it has already started. Now what should I do? Should I keep on going, or if I don't want, I should stop? If I want to stop, I let it exhaust, right? And once you learn this, you will realize that suffering is all about letting it pass away. And everything, all the panchaskandhas, they need time to pass away, because they will pass away. When you practice shunya, you realize you're sitting and suddenly there is this itching that comes here. So you just watch it. You watch it come. You watch it. Over a period of time, it goes away.
Yes.
Maybe you will have a itch in another place. You again watch it. You watch it, again it goes away.
Yes.
So everything that is born, everything that will sustain for some time, then it will perish and then get destroyed and go away. So that is the dharma. And one who understands this, understands that when they observe the panchaskandha like that, they are actually going to end dukkha forever. So here, directly knowing and fully understanding Roop, Vedna, Saudhnya, Sanskar and Vigyan. Okay, and creating a dispassion towards it, means not having a craving towards it, and keeping yourself in that shell that you do not let it get attached to you again. You are able to free yourself from the possibilities of dukkha in the future. So you should understand. Again, let's go to the example of the same person. Now there is a boy who is doing his food and beverage course, and he has passed his food and beverage course, and he chooses bartending as his career. Now he's preparing alcohol for many people, and he's doing that. But now if he knows that this is just my job, I don't have to drink it myself. I might taste it, but I don't have to drink it. So he will remain completely untainted by it. There can be a man who is not at all an alcoholic, but yet serving many people alcohol. Okay, right? So that means he is completely in a state of nirvana, not affected by everything that is affecting everybody. So that's where he's dispassionate and he's abandoned it. Okay, so this you have to understand. This is exactly, there was one actor, Johnny Walker in Indian cinema. He used to always act as an alcoholic. Okay, but the fact is he never had alcohol in his life. But every character in the movie, he was an alcoholic. But he perfected that action that everybody thought that he was a complete alcoholic. So sometimes these people have to use skillful means so that they know that they are not going to participate in it. So here dispassion means that you are not going to be attached to it. You're going to be like that lotus leaf on which the water droplet falls on it but does not wet the leaf. Instead, on that leaf it still looks like a pearl shining in the sun. Yeah?
Yeah. So to be attached and having those things like desire and the raga, desha, moha, so can you consider it as like alcoholic only, like?
Yeah, addiction.
Yeah.
Why we are taking alcohol as an example? Because we find a lot of people with that particular trait, right? Maybe that inspired Buddha to even put that into the Panchashila, that the fifth Shila, do not get intoxicated. Intoxication is where your desires are born. If you are intoxicated with a person, you desire to meet that person. If you are intoxicated with a food, you desire to have that food. Technically, it is just intoxication which leads you into ignorance. And ignorance becomes the reason wherein all these three come up. Rag, Dvesh, Moh come. And then you are into that cycle of suffering again.
Indirectly we can understand like that.
Yes.
So that's why we were not able to know the truth.
Yes, because you are ignorant.
Yes. So now we are going to read SANYUTTA NIKAAYA 22.25, Desire and Greed. Chanda Raga Sutta. At Savatthi, bhikkhus abandon chanda, desire, and raga, lust for rupa form. In this way, that rupa form will be abandoned, cut off at the root, made like a palm stump, obliterated, and unable to arise again in the future. Abandon chanda, desire, and raga, lust for vedana, feeling, sanya, perception, sankhara, mental action, vijnana, consciousness. In this way, that vijnana consciousness will be abandoned, cut off at the root, made like palm stump, obliterated, and unable to arise again in the future. So this was the fourth one, sir.
Yeah, simple again. Do not have that particular kind of a desire or a kind of lust towards things, especially if you know the Panchaskanda, you know Roop, you know Vedana, you know Saudhnya, you know Sanskar, you know Vigyan. It means if you know that all forms, I will not have any attachment to those forms, no desire born for these forms, for feelings towards things, towards people. I'll be able to watch them come and go. I will not be attached to anything. Okay. Then for thinking, I'll not have a particular kind of thinking that will drive my decisions.
Yes.
I'll make my thinking based on situations, circumstances. My actions will not be just programmed actions, they will be actions based on situations, circumstances, and my own being. I'll keep on changing my own being depending on where and what role I'm playing. When I am at home, I'll be a home person. When I'm at office, I'll be an office guy. So I will play my roles differently depending on situations. I cannot be a dominant father at home and become a dominant employee in the office. They'll kick me out, right? So you cannot carry the same thing along and be constantly that so-called you in every situation. You'll have to change. As on the road you'll walk, in the water you will swim. So in different situations you'll have to change your ways and approaches. And this is what is called as a skillful means, Upay Kaushalya.
Yes.
And now you'll realize why Buddha talks about Upay Kaushalya, because without Upay Kaushalya, without that skillful means, you cannot deal with the Panchaskanda and the Panchaskanda world.
Yeah, which is mentioned is Saddhamma Pundarika.
Yes,
I think.
yes.
Yes. Okay, so can I proceed, sir, now? SANYUTTA NIKAAYA 22.26. Can I read, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. SANYUTTA NIKAAYA 22.26. Gratification. Asada Sutta. At Savatthi. Before my enlightenment, because while I was still a bodhisattva, not yet fully enlightened, the thought occurred to me: what is the gratification of rupa form? What is the danger? What is its danger? What is the escape from it? What is the gratification of Vedana feeling? Sanya perception, Sankhara mental action, Vijnana consciousness. What is its danger? What is the escape rupa from it? Then, because it occurred to me, the pleasure, joy that arise in dependence on rupa form, this is the gratification of rupa form, that rupa is anicca, impermanent, dukkha, suffering, and subject to change. This is the danger of rupa form. The removal and abandonment of chanda, desire, and raga, lust for rupa form. This is escape from rupa form. The pleasure and joy that arise in dependence on vedana, feeling, sanya, perception, sankhara, mental action, vijnana, consciousness. This is the gratification of vijnana consciousness. That vijnana consciousness is anicca, impermanent, dukkha, suffering, and subject to change. This is the danger of vijnana consciousness. The removal and abandonment of chanda, desire, and raga, lust for vijnana consciousness. This is the escape from vijnana consciousness. As long as I, bhikkhus, did not fully understand these five khandhas aggregates subject to upadana, clinging in this way, their gratification as gratification, their danger as danger, and their escape as escape, I did not claim to have awakened to the unsurpassed perfect enlightenment in this loka world, with its deva gods, maras, brahmas, its samanas and brahmanas, its devas and humans. But when I, bhikkhus, fully understood these five khandhas aggregates subject to clinging in this way, their gratification as gratification, their danger as danger, and escape as escape, then I claim to have awakened to the unsurpassed perfect enlightenment in this loka world, with its gods, maras, brahmas, its samanas and brahmanas, its devas and humans. and knowledge and vision arose in me. Unshakable is my vimutti, liberation. This is my last jati birth. There is now no renewed existence. So this was the fifth one.
Yeah. So here Buddha is giving his own example, before he claimed himself to have achieved the Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi. Okay, he was trying, he said that I personally, had this thought occur to me that what is this gratification of Rupa?
Yes.
Okay, form. What is the danger in it?
Danger.
And what is the escape from it? 3 questions.
Yes.
Why is it that I want it? Second, what is the danger of wanting it? So, what is the danger in having it? Right, if I want it.
Yes.
And if there is danger, how do I escape from it?
Yes.
So, these are the 3 questions he's asking, and he's asking it for all the 5 Panchaskandas. So, then he answers that, yes, I understood that this gratification of Rupa is because I actually start feeling the pleasure of having it, right? He feels the pleasure of having it.
Yes.
So, because he has this pleasure of having that, he is wanting it. Now, what is the danger in that is because it is impermanent. Because it is impermanent, it will lead to dukkha.
Yes.
So, like for example, I like something. Now, I like something, I want it. But this wanting of mine could be,
Change.
I will only get it today.
Yeah.
Because it will change tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow I will not like it. Tomorrow, see, you get a new car.
Yes.
You first day you enjoy the new car.
Yes.
Why don't you enjoy the next day the new car? Because the next day it is
Yeah.
not the new car.
Yeah.
It's already 1 day old.
Yeah.
After 1 year, do you enjoy that car? No, it's 1 year old. After 10 years, do you enjoy that car the same way that day 1 you enjoyed? No, it is 10 years old. So we know that time is what is changing things and making it impermanent. So nothing is fixed, and hence the joy of that thing is also so temporary. So that's the danger in it. So if I get attached to it, then I have a problem. Yeah, on the other side, if you like a new car, how do you like it? Very good. The next day you get another car, new car, oh, amazing. Third day you get a new car, oh, fantastic. If every day you get a new car, that's another story. But will that be possible? Not possible. So again, when you look at it, that everything that is impermanent is also the reason of suffering and subject to change. This is the danger of the form. Now, what is the escape from it? Removal and abandonment of the desire and the lust for that will be able to help me to get out of it. Okay. So same you have to look that one is how do I remove it and how do I abandon it.
Yes.
Now I don't need to. I bought a car. First day I was happy. The next day I know that yesterday I was happy. Today I'm happy because it's a 1 day old car. Fantastic. It's still my car. Second day I know it's a 2 year. 10 years down the line I know it is a 10-year-old car. I love it. I love it as it is. Okay. I don't have attachment to that day one.
Yes.
And because of it, I actually have escaped from the danger of attachment. I have abandoned that attachment that was for the day one. The joy is going to change. The joy of enjoying that car on day one and enjoying it on 10 years down the line will be different. But it will still be joy if I understand it. And that understanding is where I have removed that particular thing. And now I'll see things as it. So if it doesn't start one day, will you feel angry? Will you feel frustrated? You'll say no. You still feel okay, maybe it's not starting today, maybe I need to do something. You will live by it. You will not feel dukkha. You will accept it. You will see the reality of things. And that's how you see for Rupa, you see for Vedana, you see for Saudhnya, you see for Sanskara, and also yourself. Now consciousness is also like that. Now you come first in the class. You got 100 out of 100 marks. That is the day when you had. So people will appreciate, make you feel great. That day you felt great. The next day in the class, you are back to 0. Because that event got over. But if you live like that yesterday, today also they should clap. Nobody's going to clap. If you live by that for 1 year, the people should clap. Nobody's going to do that. So this, when you realize yourself, when you see it yourself and you see the danger in it of being attached to it, and you know the escape from that is to let that event be that event and move on for the next event, possible event, which could be better than that. Okay, so you continue living. So this is what Buddha is teaching here, that one has to know the gratification, the danger, and the escape
Yes.
from this Panchaskandha.
Yes. Okay. So I will proceed it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So SANYUTTA NIKAAYA 22.28, gratification. At Savatthi, there the Bhagava addressed the bhikkhus. Bhikkhus, if there were no gratification in rupa form, beings would not become enamored with it. But because there is gratification rupa form, beings become enamored with it. If there were no danger in rupa form, beings would not become disenchanted with it. But because there is danger in rupa form, beings become disenchanted with it. If there were no escape from rupa form, beings would not escape from it. But because there is an escape from rupa form, beings escape from it. If there were no gratification in Vedana feeling, Sanya perception, Sankhara mental action, Vijnana consciousness, being would not become enamored with it. But because there is gratification in Vijnana consciousness, beings become enamored with it. If there were no danger in Vijnana consciousness, beings would not become disenchanted with it. But because there is danger in Vijnana consciousness, beings become disenchanted with it. If there were no escape from Vijnana consciousness, beings would not escape from it. But because there is an escape from Vijnana consciousness, beings escape from it. As long as bhikkhus, beings did not fully understand these five khandhas aggregates subject to clinging in this way, their gratification as gratification, their danger as danger, and their escape as escape, they were not freed from this loka world with its devas, maras, brahmas, its samanas and brahmanas, its devas and humans. They were not detached, liberated, or freed with a chitta mind, free from boundaries. This was the sixth one, sir.
Yeah. So again, very beautifully Buddha explains, see, on one side, we feel that Buddha is very pessimistic. On the other side, he is exactly optimistic also. So here he is saying, that the fact that there is gratification, people get enamored, means they get attracted, they want, they desire for rupa, the form. Okay, that is why there is also a possibility of not having that. The other side also exists, okay, if one side exists. So he says, but because there is gratification in rupa, beings get enamored with it.
Yes.
If there was no gratification, people would have not got enamored with it. Okay, if there were danger in rupa, because there is danger also, that is why people get an aversion to it. They get disenchanted to it. They don't want. So most of the things you want, most of the things you don't want.
Yes.
This is because that is the nature of rupa. And because these both things are there is escape also from the rupa. Because the things you want, can you go towards it? Yes. Things you don't want, can you go away from it? Yes. So there is an escape. Now I have to just apply it in a smart way. I have to know what things I want and why I want it. If I know this is going to be something that is going to bring an attachment, I stay away from it because I know how to stay away from it. Because I know this is good for me, but I don't like it, but it is going to be good for me, I will start going towards it. So when I know that this is all possibility, there is an escape from it. You understand? Mm-hmm. So once I know there is an escape from it, that's where I will start working towards it. And that is exactly what he's saying, that because there is hope, you can escape from all the five Panchaskandhas. Because one who's escaped from that five Panchaskandhas without being attached to it, without being wanting for it, without having that aversion towards it, and living that freedom, that's exactly what the Heart Sutra again reminds us, that that's exactly what will be the state of your fearless state, your mind, and the freed with a chitta mind from boundaries. Because it's in those like, dislike that we create our boundaries. If there is no like and dislike, there are no boundaries. There is only and only experience, and people can experience the life to the fullest.
Yes.
And exactly when chitta, the mind, is held in boundaries, its potential is limited. When the boundaries are destroyed, then the mind is actually now experiencing the fullest, the highest version of itself, right? So here you should be that. Let's take an example of a person working as an employee in an organization. When he works in an organization, he meets a lot of devas and asuras and all those people within the organization, because he is living in their loka. He has to come on this time, go on this time, blah blah, all that. He's for. Now he knows this, but when he would be doing that job because he likes it. Maybe he is doing the job because he does not like it, but he has a responsibility. Whatever is liking and disliking are the reason that he is having the sukha and dukkha in the job. Okay, but if he realizes that this will never be permanent, this is impermanent, this is not the final thing, and someday all things that are good now can turn bad, okay, then he is not going to be attached to it, and he's also going to have an escape from it. And that escape is that freedom that he seeks out, that he will do his duty as much as is required and not be attached to anything of it. So he will not feel any kind of pressure at work, and he's actually free to deliver the best performance of his. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we are going to read SANYUTTA NIKAAYA 22.29, taking pleasure. At Savatthi, there the Bhagava addressed the bhikkhus, one who delights in rupa form delights in dukkha suffering. One who delights in dukkha suffering, I say, is not freed from dukkha suffering. One who delights in vedana feeling, sanya perception, sankhara mental action, vijnana consciousness, delights in dukkha suffering. One who delights in dukkha suffering, I say, is not freed from dukkha suffering. But because one who does not delight in form does not delight in suffering. One who does not delight in suffering, I say, is freed from suffering. One who does not delight in feeling, perception, mental action, consciousness, does not delight in suffering. One who does not delight in suffering, I say, is freed from suffering. So this was the seventh one.
So it's like the answer here is that all the Panchaskandha are the reason for the dukkha.
Yes.
One who's going to delight in rupa is always going to delight in the dukkha. He's going to enjoy that suffering. He's going to live by that suffering. He is going to die by that suffering. Okay, so somebody is craving for something that they want to see, a land that they want to see. Suppose somebody wants to visit Switzerland. He had seen some pictures and videos and he wants to go and see Switzerland. Someday wants to visit. Yes. He keeps on craving for that. He lives in dukkha till the time he doesn't get to see that. You understood? He lives better. He delights in that dukkha. He delights in that. So here he is saying that he is not freed from dukkha. He will live and die every day in that dukkha. Yes. Okay, everyone. So somebody who's going to, he becomes so vulnerable that anybody can just make a fool out of him. Just send him a text. You know that this guy is crazy to go to Switzerland. He's very mad and crazy. You can hook him so easily. You just send him a false link saying that you pay just 10,000 rupees. You'd be the lucky winner for going to Switzerland. You think he will think 10 times? He will say, oh yeah, let's try. He will borrow, give 10,000 rupees and then what? Finished. Yeah. So then you are in a trap. Most of the time our desires that are our delights, they tend to become the reason of our dukkha, and actually we enjoy that dukkha. We enjoy it to all, in all sense. The rupa, the vedana, the saudhnya, the sanskar, vigyan. Even feelings. Sometimes we know that this feeling is an attachment, but we enjoy it. We enjoy that feeling, because if we do not enjoy it, we don't see its existence. So we delight in it, and because we delight in that feeling, we delight in the dukkha. We delight in the thinking, that is we delight in the dukkha. We delight in the action, that is we delight in the dukkha. We delight in that so-called I consciousness, we delight in the dukkha. So at the Buddha is saying that one who is delighting in all that will remain in dukkha forever. But one who does not delight. Now does not delight means does not have a like and dislike. Just sees it as it is. And that's why he is always going to be free from dukkha. Never to be in dukkha.
Yes, yes. So same thing mentioned in Bodhicharya Avatara also by Shantideva. So there is mentioned like one verse, I think in Tibetan there is like said, Dungal Durdi Sem Yukyang, Dungal Nilang Moporgyur. And Deva Dekyang Timukpe Rangit Devan Datarjum. That means we want we don't want that suffering. But because of ignorance, we are going towards that.
Yeah.
So we want happiness, pleasant, but we are just like destroying the source of that by looking or considering that way as like an enemy there. So this was mentioned there.
Yeah, because no, but if your basic state, according to the Indian tradition, you are a happy state. You are in that ananda state. You are always bliss. Do not crave for something that you already are, right? Why would you crave? See, if I am a man right now, I'm a human being.
Yes.
Do I have to crave to be a human being? No, I have to just realize it and live like it. I am already one. You understand?
Yes.
When you are already in a medical college and you are already becoming a doctor, do you crave to become a doctor? No, you just perfect yourself as a doctor. That's what, when you are something you already are, why would you crave for it? So you are happiness, you are bliss, you are joy. Would you crave for it? No. It's that craving that gives you or takes you away from the state of yours. That's your joy, that's your bliss, that's your happiness. And that's dukkha.
Yeah.
Right? So don't try to be something that you are not. Try to be what you are, and you will realize that is the real happiness that you. So many times people fake their reality. That faking of reality is the reason of their dukkha. They always hide behind that so-called persona. We said a personality. Persona is nothing but a mask. In I think Latin it is called a mask that you wear on your face. So people carry a personality, a fake personality, a mask personality. But if you take away that personality and be what you are, without any persona, as it is, I think you will be experiencing blissful state, happiness state all the time, 24/7. There is no way that when you are in happiness and your bliss, that people around you will not be in joy. They will also be in joy and peace. Yeah?
So
We can take one more?
yeah.
Oh, we can take this one small one. We can take it.
You can take it.
Yeah, we can take one. 22.30.
Okay, so
Oh, that was the last one? Okay.
that's
Okay, fantastic. So I think we finished, huh?
yeah, we finished. Yes.
So to summarize, Chetan, we learned today about Panchaskanda.
So, yeah.
Okay?
This,
And that's what we are. We are nothing but aggregates of these five.
Yes.
Form,
yeah.
feeling, thinking, action, and your consciousness.
Yes.
Nothing beyond this. If you see these five parts of yours that have accumulated and baked, Rajesh and Chetan,
Yeah.
we will be able to see what is it that we are having delight in. Okay, what is that our craving is for? What are the likes and dislikes?
Yeah.
What is the escape from that? How can we not be attached to it, live in non-attachment, yet because we are the skanda, we remain and fulfill and exhaust what is our responsibility? Then we know that the role that we are playing, if you are given a role of a murderer in the movie,
Yeah.
we do our role perfect,
Yeah.
but we do not become a murderer after the movie scene is over. You understood? If I am playing a role, I'll play the role and then let go of the role when the screens are down, right? And I think that's what is Nirvana. And today, if you look at this, the world is a stage where we all are doing our performance, and we better perform to the responsibility that we are given, the script that is written, the dialogues that have been provided. We just perform, and you see we will get applauds at the end of our, when the screens are just going down and the time comes, it will be that we will get what we are supposed to get. That is that freedom from the burden that we carry. And we'll realize it was never a burden. It was the medium through which we got our liberation.
So I think we have to realize the cause of suffering and why we are experiencing the suffering, and if we take the method of that to overcome those suffering, then we have to skillfully go through the meditation and those as mentioned here. Yes. So can we stop here, sir?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
So thank you so much, Doctor, for your time and your beautiful explanation. So and now I want to say thanks to all our audience also. So offline audience and online audience. So thanks to you all and for your time. So I want to say take care, and we will see you tomorrow again at 7 a.m. So
no, not 7 a.m.
7 a.m.
8:30.
Oh, sorry. 8:30 a.m. Sorry. 8:30 a.m. So till tomorrow. So I want to say take care. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
सर मैं लास्ट में ये बोलने वाला था, कॉज एंड इफेक्ट बोलने वाला था, मैं कुछ और ही बोल दिया, मैं भूल गया।
तू 4 noble truth बताने वाला था
और उसके
that the solution for this is that you have to see the Panchskanda, that
स्प्रेड थ्रू इंडिया, पूरी दुनिया में ये स्प्रेड होगा। When India started to practice शून्य, जब इंडिया ने प्रैक्टिस करना शुरू कर दिया शून्य का, but the ancient Chinese described शून्य, इंडिया, जैसे जो चाइनीज थे पुराने, उन्होंने इंडिया के बारे में कुछ बताया है। सिंपल, वो एक साधारण देश है, एलिगेंस, लेकिन उसमें कुछ खूबसूरती है, और सबसे बड़ी चीज है महान है। तो ये है इंडिया, साधारण, खूबसूरत और महान। इंडिया, पूरी दुनिया में ये स्प्रेड होगा। When India started